Hi guys, this is your boy again, Larry Mumford, the Travel Chef, coming to you live from my kitchen in Orlando, Florida. What we're doing tonight is chicken parmesan. What I'm doing, I want you to get more familiarized with the process of parmesan, not just that it's chicken. I want you to learn the process. When you get the process down, then you can get more into different ingredients. You can get more into different types. When I say types, I mean chicken parmesan, veal parmesan, eggplant parmesan. Once you learn the process of doing it, then you can start playing, like I said, with more ingredients, more different types of, things you're going to parmesan. Right now, I'm not doing a whole lot of ingredients because I don't want you to get caught up in the ingredients. I want you to get caught up more in the process. That's very important for me right now, because once you get the process, you can play at home, but I will tell you some more things you can add to your breadcrumbs. Now, what I did, I went out earlier today, and I went to Walmart, and I try to put myself in your shoes. Okay, let's be honest. Right now, the economy is a little hard. Right now, you can't go out and get the top of the notch breadcrumbs with the Parmesan cheese and this and that and this. So I'm trying to keep it more economically friendly. A lot of us right now, we're forced to be ballers on a budget. Those of you out there who are hip with the hip talk, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I want you to come in and I want you to just look over the counter. Some of the things I got are stuff that you have access to. Walmart is pretty much the stores that are close by, that everybody has. We all have a Walmart or the Walmart grocery store. As you can see, a lot of the things say great value. That's the Walmart brand. Don't get caught up in that, because we're going to add things to it that's going to totally change the flavor on it. Some of the great value brands are really not that bad, so I don't want you to get caught up in that alone. Okay, now what you can see right now, we're not going to use the Alfredo and the lemon and the herb butter right now. We will later on, but we're not going to use it in the Parmesan process. That's more for the sauce. We'll get into that later. Okay, now you're going to see cheese. That's a powdered Parmesan cheese. Very inexpensive. It doesn't cost a whole lot. Next to that are the chicken cutlets. This dish is normally done with chicken breast, but this is more economical for the at-home family. Next to that, you have regular flour, all-purpose flour. Nothing special about that. Flour's flour. And next to that, you have the eggs. What we're going to do is just plain eggs. We're just going to break the egg yolks and scramble the eggs a little bit. I'm sorry, we're going to whisk the eggs a little bit. We're not making breakfast. We're going to whisk the eggs, and we're going to dip the chicken cutlets in the eggs, and then we're going to go next to that. We're going to go with the breadcrumbs. As I said earlier, these are just plain breadcrumbs. There's nothing special about them. There's breadcrumbs with a little cheese and parsley, and I read the back of the container. There is a little spices in there, but not a whole lot to make a difference. Okay, so as I said, this is not going to be real hard. We can get this done from beginning to end in maybe 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, so here we go. Come on in. It's real simple. What you're going to do, first of all, you're going to whisk these eggs. Can you see? You can see? You sure? Shake your head if you can see. If you can see. You can see? Oh, okay. So what you're going to do is just going to whisk these eggs just to get them broken up, because you don't want any egg whites in it. That would be kind of nasty. Like I said, we're not doing breakfast. Okay? Okay. We're going to do it. It's the same process over and over again. We're going to take one cutlet. At this point, you can season the cutlet if you want before you start with salt and pepper and all of that. But like I said, right now we're not worried about all that. We just want the process. So we're going to shake off any extra flour. Okay. Then we're going to come to the eggs. We're going to coat both sides. Okay. Now, drip off any extra egg. Then we're going to coat with breadcrumbs. Turn, and like to coat it really good. So what I like to do is sprinkle a little on top, mash it down, mash it down, mash it down. Turn again, mash it down, mash it down. If you get it the first time, cool. If not, no skin. Shh, nobody knows but me and you. Okay. Now, as you can see, it's breaded on both sides. Okay. Now I have a pan here that already have olive oil in it, and it's already warm. So what we're gonna do, give it a little test to see is it hot. Okay, it's ready to go. And we're gonna put the cutlet in. I keep saying breast, but I apologize because I'm used to using the breast. Okay. That sound you hear in the background is me washing my hands. As you know, chicken is really a danger food. You must wash your hands to cut down on any cross-contamination or anything like that. As Emeril Lagasse says, the chicken police will come to your house and will arrest you. Okay, so we're going to let this cook roughly maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes, depending on how thick your cutlets are. Now, what you can do right now, before you even start, you can put your cutlet between 2 pieces of plastic or in a Ziploc bag and pound them out a little thinner. But the thinner you get them, the faster they cook. So, like if you have a lot of these to do, that may be a good step to help cut down your time in the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. So that way we kind of get this done in a timely manner so your video you're watching is not 20-30 minutes long. That was a joke, by the way. It don't take that long to cook this. Okay. So what we're going to do now, this is white meat and it's boneless white meat. So it does cook a little fast. Okay. Give it about another 15-20 seconds and we'll turn. Tell you what, while that's going, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the ragu tomato sauce I had got from Walmart. Like you can say, you don't have to spend the $7-8 on these name brand Mama's Gagagrachi's, tomato sauce and all that. There's no point. It's not necessary because we're going to add stuff to this that's going to improve the flavor of it anyway. And you don't need the whole bottle because this is just one cutlet. Okay. Now we're going to turn the cutlet over. Okay. Remember, this is boneless. There's no bone in there, so we don't need to, fry it until it's extra hard and crunchy and all that. All we want is to be cooked through. Okay. In this back pot right here, I have tomato sauce going. And what I'm going to do, and you can do at home, I have this butter I make on my own. It's a herb butter. What herb butter is, it's a compound butter. It's whole butter that I added, parsley, garlic, and whatever herb you like at home. Okay? Just mix it up, put it back in the fridge, and let it sit overnight. I'll be talking to you guys later on about this. Okay? So before I get done with that, before I can start that, rather, the cutlet is almost done. So I'm going to get ready to take that out. Okay, yeah. We're pretty much done. So I'm going to put that right there. Turn this off. Okay. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to take maybe a half of a teaspoon of this compound butter out. I had it in the freezer, so it's a little hard, but that's okay. Butter melts quick. So what we're going to do is just take this, put it in our sauce, and just let it melt. Okay. Now normally when you add butter to a sauce, you would turn off the heat, but since it's partially froze, we're going to leave the heat on. While that's warming up, I'm going to get our powdered Parmesan cheese ready. Now, if you want, if you don't want to use a powdered Parmesan cheese, you can use shredded Parmesan cheese, real sliced mozzarella, whole milk mozzarella, or if you have diet concerns, you can get a low-fat skim milk, goat's milk, mozzarella cheese, sliced cheese. let's use a whisk. A whisk would be more better, wouldn't it? Okay, and that's that. So all we're gonna do, I'm gonna reach in here and get me a spoon. Where you going? Come back here. Okay, and we're just gonna spoon the sauce over. You can use as little or as much as you like. I'm a sauce guy, so I like a lot. And you can take your cheese, sprinkle over the top. Or you can use the whole milk cheeses, the mozzarellas as I was talking about, the Parmesans that I was talking about. And for this powder, that's it. It's done. Just that simple. That's Parmesan. Okay? But if you're using the sliced cheeses or the fresh cheese, the fresh soft cheeses, you need to put them in the oven and let them melt down if you want. Put them under the broiler to get them all nice and bubbly and gooey. But don't walk off. It will burn fast. Once it starts to burn, it's going downhill. You got to start all over again. Okay? Now you see how simple that was? Easy, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, good, great. If you got that, it's the exact same process for chicken parm, veal parmesan, eggplant parmesan, or anything in your house you want a parmesan. Okay? Now that's it. Okay? I have some more videos coming. I want you guys to look for me on Facebook. I want you guys to look for me on YouTube. I haven't gotten it posted on YouTube yet. I got to work some things out with the YouTube people. But fast as I do, you guys will be the first ones to know. Okay? And that's it. So this is your guy, your chef, the traveling chef from Orlando, Florida. Again, remember to look for me on Facebook, The Travel Chef. If you run across this, thanks to our friends in Detroit, our friends in New Jersey now, you might see me floating around on Twitter a little bit. I don't have a Twitter page, but these are friends of mine that befriended the page, and they want to see me succeed, and they want to see more people like you doing what I do. So through their help, they put us out there, and we're floating around. So if you run across this video on somebody else's page, Twitter page, Facebook, or wherever you run across it, please feel free to click on it, share it with a friend, put it on your page, and help us out. Help us be known. Help us, just conquer the world of culinary arts. Once again, I'm your boy, Larry, the Travel Chef. Feel free to contact me on Facebook. My personal page, Larry, last name Montford, or the Travel Chef. Either one, I'm there. But if you like one, you got to click on like on the other one. I want to see you on both pages. And once again, thank you.